Morning.
Morning.
How are we doing?
I'm very well, mate. You?
Yeah.
Yeah?
This is Josh, David.
Josh, how are you, mate?
How are you?
Lovely to meet you. How are you? All right?
You're all packed and ready to go then?
Well, I hope so.
You've got...
forgotten out, then
Yeah?
tough shit now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. The rate.
No, it's like you saying last night about tools back. I thought, you can just take everything. You know what I mean? And in the event that you don't need it, you don't need it. It's not
I know, yeah.
world, is it?
I know.
Exactly.
Never
You know?
mind.
So I looked at weather forecast. Have a look at that, but a bit windy. Saturday night.
If it stays like this, though.
But then again, as we said though, if we just all we have to do is find out where the wind is and use the cars as a windbreak.
Yeah. Well, I brought a
Come up
windbreak.
and then kind of put the tents on the inside of where the wind's blowing, and
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Oh yeah, that'll end up in Norway.
I know. I don't know.
Won't it? That'll get blown away.
I know. But cool. All right then.
What channel are you on TV?
Five.
See if it works.
Do you want to try?
Yeah.
Right, so we're on our way to Dumfries and Galloway. Our next stop is Sandy Hill. There's a parking bay there. We're going to stop for lunch, stretch our legs a little bit, probably stop off on the services halfway. 2 hours and 30 minutes to the campsite. So we'll see how we go. David's behind us travelling. It's just the three of us this weekend. There's quite a few of the other guys couldn't make it, so it should be a good weekend. The weather's meant to be really good. It's cloudy at the moment, but I think if it stays like this, we should have a good weekend. So next stop will be Sandy Hill, so we'll see you there.
So we just arrived at Sands Hill Beach. Just waiting for my camera to focus. There we go. We just stopped for lunch. Taking us, how long has it taken us? 2.5 hours? 3 hours? We stopped at the motorway services as well. We're right by the coast here, which is really nice. So just gonna have some lunch, let the dog out for a bit. A bit of a wander. We can't check it into the campsite till 2, so we're going to have a bit of an explore close by to where we're staying. So
You filming me making
yeah.
Alright,
I've never known somebody to put ketchup on the sandwiches.
here we have a cheese sandwich.
Cheese and ketchup. Maybe toasted.
And some tapas as well, you know. Keeping it.
Hey, look, you're putting salad on as well.
Bloody no, that's just over there. That's yours.
Oh, that's mine. The life of David.
Yep.
They do a lot in new houses, so they have a lot. They round up a lot.
we've just parked at the car park at Sands Hill, and we've found a little spot just to walk down onto the beach, and found this fantastic view just above the grass verge of the car park. Can't beat that. Absolutely gorgeous. Apart from my face in it, but yeah, it's lovely. This absolutely brilliant. And you found this place from doing a bit of research on just places to stop. The campsite's literally only about a mile up the road, so that's pretty handy. So yeah, really nice. Dog's enjoying herself. So yeah, you could easily camp on here if you wanted to.
I'm not sure this forest trail will be open, but we can go and see what it's like.
Yeah, no problem. This one you went on last time?
No, I've never been on this one, so it's going to be new for me as well.
Anybody for a round?
Got the forest trail.
So no authorised vehicles along must be on this point.
Well, that's a shame. We just arrived at the campsite at Gores Bank campsite. Now, originally there was going to be 6 of us with 3 pods. This one, it's got beds in it and sleeps 5, so we're just going to stay in one bed. Well, stay in one pod. Yeah.
What?
It's got heating, it's got a microwave, fridge, electric, it's got a kettle. Sleeping deluxe tonight before we hit the WoW camping tomorrow. So, yeah. Well, yeah, it's pretty good. Nice and cosy. I think we're the only ones here at the moment. With it being Friday, everyone's still at work. So, get the cooking on, get the fire on. Got a fire pit already there, so I think we'll crack open a beer soon.
It's only water that, darling. I'm not sure you'll not be chuffed with that.
Morning everybody. It's about 1-2 degrees, I think. Feels like -2 to be honest, but all packed, ready to go. We're just waiting for the cars to warm up a little bit. We've cleaned up, had a breakfast, just filling up water before we head out, because we're well camping tonight, so we're just stocking up. I think we're going to head over to a supermarket or a cafe or a shop just to get some ketchup and just some extra stuff. So that's the plan anyway this morning, and then we're going to head over to Raiders Road. I'm not quite sure whether it's going to be open or not. We're going to try. If not, it's only a slight detour on our way to the lighthouse, depending on how far we get. It's about a couple hours. I think it's about another 100 miles. It's not far, but that's the plan anyway. So we'll see you on the road. How did you sleep last night then, David? Last night in your luxury pod?
Yeah, it was nice. It was warm. Yeah, it was lovely. Yeah, it was really nice.
Brilliant. With a toasty heater and a kettle and fridge, and
really slumming it.
It's not, is it? We'll certainly feel it tonight. Well, camping by the sea.
Well, just warmed up to it. Just adjusted up to the tonight being just a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really
stocked
good.
up, watered. We've got all the stuff we need, so we're good. Dry clothes.
I know.
Loads of fuss.
It is. So we are in Castle Douglas now. The plan is to head up this road, the A713, across to Forest, and then head up all the way to Raiders Road, which is here. Basically, this goes all the way across Forest, and the plan is to come all the way back down here. We've done half of this route before. Hopefully we can gain access and come all the way back down, so we'll see. If it's not open, we'll have to go all the way to New Galloway and then come across and go down. It's not a big massive detour, because we've got to come all the way into Newton Stewart anyway, so we'll see how it goes. We've just stopped in Tesco car park just to get some groceries before heading out. So we're just driving down the road and we found this stunning lock. You can't really see because it's all gone black because of the sun. Spin around that way. Ah, there we go. Josh is trying to find his manly hood. But yeah, this is called Woodhall lock. Absolutely stunning. A few people camping down the bottom. Well, there's not actually camping. Fishing, I think. Absolutely stunning. You see behind me? Can't really see much because the sun's so bright. Josh is right there. We'll just leave him now. We'll start the engine to go.
I've got a feeling the lock all goes further down there.
Yeah, it's only a small one though, I think. Nice little drive, wasn't it? Absolutely gorgeous, isn't it?
Everywhere we go. Everywhere we go, it's another view.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't beat it. Just down there's a little bit of a beach, I think, but it's a dead end, so we'll have to turn around and come back.
Yeah.
But we can stop there, let dog out, and
You see some of the tree form that's coming up.
Yeah.
With massive roots, huge trees, weren't
Crazy, wasn't it? Nice drive, though.
Yeah.
Should we just camp here for the night? Does he? So we've just stopped for lunch at one of the locks on the Forest Drive. Been here for about a good hour probably. Got the hot dogs on. Left Josh in charge with that.
Cooking.
Oh, you've got me shitting me.
Have you just filled half of my cappuccino?
No, it's not half of it.
It's all of it.
No, but smell it.
Remind me, Josh, not to give the duty of making the coffees to David Dixon.
Sort of. All enough cappuccino flavoured sarnies now.
Yeah.
What have you done now?
Nothing. Got a bit of fallout.
That's our view from the cars. Kettle's on the boil, ready for hot dogs. So we are here at Loch Grannoch. We've driven all the way along here, just to the edge of Raiders Road. And then the plan is to drive all the way down to the bottom here. So I can just zoom out a little bit. So we're here. Plan is to drive all the way to the bottom here, cross back onto the A75 and then cut across down to Sands of Luth this afternoon. And then hopefully camp at Ardwell Bay and maybe hit the lighthouse tomorrow at Galloway Lighthouse. So, see how it plans out, but at the moment, that's our view. Absolutely fantastic, so we'll go from there.
The Port Patrick Railway connected Castle Douglas and Port Patrick, opened in 1861 and 62, and it was intended to provide the transit to the north of Ireland through Port Patrick although Stranraer actually became the dominant port. So here you can see a remote but remarkable 20-arch railway viaduct. It's called the Big Water and Fleet Viaduct, which across the Big Water Fleet 6 miles long, northwest of Gatehouse and Fleet in Dumfries and Galloway. The Big Water Fleet Viaduct was constructed in 1861 as a part of Port Patrick Railway, which crosses all through the actual Dumfries forest. It was the largest engineering structure on the railway, and in 1924, due to the cracks appearing, the masonry structure had to be reinforced with brick casings built around the piers and tie rods and old railways used to strengthen the arches. The viaduct fell from use when the railway was closed in 1865 due to the lack of funding, but is now owned by one of the Suitable Transport charities who are responsible for developing the National Cycle Network. So this was Sunday morning. Unfortunately you can't actually hear me, it was that windy a Sunday morning, so we ended up getting up early with not getting much sleep Saturday night. I managed to take the dog out for a walk. We were quite lucky, it hadn't rained all weekend, but it was just so windy Saturday and Sunday morning. It was impossible to even cook anything Sunday evening. That's why I probably didn't get much filming done. We spent most of the evening trying to cook and stay warm, and ended up going to bed about 8 o'clock. So that's probably why you can't hear me much. We didn't do much filming on Saturday evening. I tried to get as much filming as possible done, but it was impossible for you to hear me over the microphone. So hopefully the next video you'll probably be able to hear us a bit more.
How'd you sleep last night?
Terribly.
It was really windy, wasn't it?
Did you not sleep well?
I think we must have had about a couple hours sleep.
Bits and bats.
Yeah, bits and bobs really.
You great fucking nesses. I've got to watch stuff I've slept through. I was really nice and warm.
I don't think you slept, I didn't hear you snoring.
Alright, cheers, thanks mate.
A bit cold. we're all packed up and ready to head over to Galloway Lighthouse. It's lighting up a little bit more now, still a bit of a sun just rising over from the east. We're all packed up now, so we're going to get some breakfast from the cafe, hopefully when it's open. It's only 8:20 this morning, so we've got quite a lot to go through today before heading back home, so see you shortly. So we're just at the lighthouse. We can't see me actually. Here we go. It's really, really windy. You can hear me. It's at the southern part of Scotland. Even though we'll probably pass that actually, but see the lighthouse at the background. The view is absolutely fantastic. A bit windy. You're standing on Scotland's most southern point. A place on the edge surrounded by cliffs and views across Northern Ireland, Cumbria and the Isle of Man. It's really busy, isn't it? Right, so how have you found it this weekend? Have you enjoyed it? Where have you been and what have you done and stuff that you...
Yeah, it's been amazing. It's been cold, but it's been amazing.
Yeah.
Camping out last night in the wilds was great. A bit windy,
Windy, very windy.
but the view was just breathtaking.
We struggled finding somewhere, didn't we, really?
Yeah,
We did.
We did a bit. It was late when we found somewhere, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sundown by the
You know what I
Sammy.
mean?
We struggled cooking a little bit because it was that windy on the coast, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But I think it was well worth it once we woke up and
It was
saw that
It was
view.
worth the morning view.
It was,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was.
Yeah, I mean it was dark, going dark by 4:30ish. So it was, yeah, but it was amazing. Seeing the beaches as well, really. We've been on loads of beaches, haven't we?
Yeah, and the Forest Drive as well.
Yeah, that was
Down the
nice.
log.
Raiders Row was closed, but we ended up finding another forest trail, didn't we? And
Yeah,
That we did.
Yeah.
Only one injury
yeah.
to a certain vehicle.
yeah.
But apart from that, it was really good. And then we've ended up down at Galloway Lighthouse. Or Dumfries and Galloway Lighthouse, isn't it? We're only ones here. It's only, what time is it? It's only 9:45.
Yeah.
So we've not even had breakfast yet. So the plan is to head out and get some food, maybe in the local town, or get some breakfast. I think a cup of coffee.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's been really good. So
Nothing better. 3 mates on the road.
I know, yeah. So
Thoughts.
so I think the plan is to slowly head back round. It's going to take us probably about 4 hours, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, about
So-
4 hours just to get home. Yeah,
Yeah.
roughly. With a stop maybe.
Yeah.
So
Head back around lunchtime. So
yeah.
yeah, cool.
You are the hole in my head. You are the space in my bed. You are the silence in between what I thought and what I said. You are the nighttime fear. You are the warning when it's clear. When it's over, you're the start. You're my...
Right, you're going to just switch that off again. I just want to check the inside.
Right, so we've just got to Galloway Lighthouse. Shops don't. The cafe doesn't open until 11, does it? So, what time is it now? 10:15. So we're going to head over to back into inland and get some food because we've still not had breakfast yet. So, and it's way too windy to cook anything. So we're just going to grab a coffee and some brunch on the way back. So it's 3.5, 4 hours back home. But the weather's absolutely gorgeous, so we're going to take a bit more of a detour. So yeah, so let's go.